Alright, let's get right down to it. Today is Wednesday. No, it's not. Today is Wednesday, September 10th. Friday night is September 12th. So, let's talk about what's going to happen on Friday Night Smackdown. Got into my time machine, went into the future, and it's going to be good. Well, it's not going to be good, but, it's decent. I mean, with all due respect to everybody on the show, it's kind of sucked ass since Edge hasn't been on. Anyway, SmackDown opens with Triple H coming out, of course, King of Kings. He puts over the scramble matches, noting how exciting they were and how many pinfalls there were. And the two titles that changed hands, and how everyone said that he had an 80% chance of losing. He's interrupted by Jeff Hardy, who starts kissing up to him. Triple H does the same back, although he ends it by saying Jeff is always one rung short from reaching that brass ring. And he points out how after Matt and Jeff went their separate ways, Jeff has had trouble with his extracurricular activities. Jeff, of course, points out that he didn't have many advantages that Triple H has, such as being a part of the family. Ultimately, Triple H, which is Jeff Hardy, luck in a Fatal 4-Way match that's going to happen later, and the winner of the Fatal 4-Way match later gets a shot at Triple H at No Mercy. And gee, let's think about it. Who's on the No Mercy poster? That's right, Jeff Hardy. Gee, so even though you don't know yet who's in that Fatal 4-Way, you gotta it makes you wonder, gee, who's gonna win that fucking match? Okay. Then they do that stupid little thing. Did you know that the WWE is watched by more than 15 million people every week in the United States? Who gives a shit? Anyway, the next match is Maria, Michelle McCool, and Brie Bella with her twin sister underneath the ring against Victoria, Natalya, and Maurice. Standard diva bullshit. Brie goes under the ring. Her twins pulled out. And gets a pinfall. The babyface broads win. Then you got R-Truth defeating Chavo Guerrero by disqualification. Bam Neely interferes. Once again, it's a standard match. And what's interesting is Chavo goes for the frog splash, but Truth cuts him off. And of course, Neely throws him off the top rope, causing the DQ. Chavo is unhappy with Neely's actions, starts shoving him. Neely in turn shoves him to the mat, asking for a fight, but then he's met with the Truth's scissors kick, and and then he hits Chavo with a spinning shoulder block. It's fucking horrible. Okay. And I forget who it is. It was either Jesse or Festus versus Kenny Dykstra. Match never starts. For some reason, Jesse and Festus are dressed as movers. They bring out a box of moving equipment. Kenny does a rant again. Starts beating up a dazed Festus. I believe the match was supposed to be Festus versus Kenny, but it was just a waste of time. Okay, then Vicky Guerrero comes out, introduces the man that helped her at Unforgiven, the Big Show. Show's explanation is that he's an employee and follows the rules, and he wasn't going to allow the Undertaker to be above him or get away with doing what he wants. But then again, he's a fucking Undertaker. Look along, he's been with the company. He will get away with anything he wants because of who he is. The fucking heel heat that Vicky gets is truly amazing, but whatever. The Kami of Vladimir Kozlov beats Scotty Goldman and Funaki. It's a squash. No need to talk about it. Then they do a backstage bit with the Brian Kendrick and Triple H Paul Levesque. basically the highlights pretty much were Kendrick saying how he was the longest reigning champion in the Scramble match, and he shouldn't have to compete in tonight's match. So now you know 2 guys in the match later, and Triple H tells him, "Oh, I made you the biggest loser." You know, and of course there's similar segments later on the night with Trips and Shelton Benjamin and Trips and MVP. So you know the guys in the Fatal 4-Way match: MVP, Shelton Benjamin, Brian Kendrick, and Jeff Hardy, and we all know Jeff Hardy ends up winning it. Whatever. And did you know that the new WWE entrance is made up of 1.2 million LED lights? It takes 8 hours to assemble and is carried from city to city by 14 tractor trailers. Now the next match was an interesting match. Primo and Carlito beat Hawkins and Ryder, not a tag team title match, and for some reason, Carlito, who you haven't seen on television, who had dreads in, took out the dreads and is now back to his afro. And believe it or not, the Colognes were the baby faces. Okay? Not bad. And of course, Jeff Hardy beats Kendrick, MVP, Shelton Benjamin on a Fatal 4-Way. And then after the match, Kozlov comes out and destroys fucking Jeff, which is good. Whatever. So basically, right now for No Mercy, you got Triple H defending against Jeff Hardy and Beth Phoenix defending against Candice Michelle. That's your SmackDown show for Friday night. Hope you watch it. I'm Frankie Love. I'm out. Peace.